Kamehacon, you can still do the right thing. I hope you see this. You can still do the right thing. You can bring Vic. Make them do it. The fans will understand. They'll always understand when one party has been threatening and abusing you. By the way, what they did to you is likely harassment under the law, especially if they did it to your phone. They can't actually do what they did. So not only does Vic have a cause of action against them for tortious interference, defamation, but you do too. You don't deserve to be harassed by these scumbags. And neither does any other con owner, by the way. Neither does any other con owner. This intimidation garbage, the fans will back you up. Make the people flexing on you put up. See if they do it. See if they do it. Because they won't. How can they? It's their income. It's where all their money comes from. You guys are giving them a platform. You guys are running the business, not them.
Just when you thought the story of VIC MIGNOGNA had concluded now that he had obtained a law firm and seeking legal actions against his accusers, it looks like behind the scenes, according to Nick Rekieta, there are specific things happening behind the scenes involving voice actors, convention owners, and convention staff in connection to VIC MIGNOGNA and his appearances that are prolonging him from attending certain conventions and wanting him to be entirely banned without having to show up, and thus breaking his contract with said conventions and not allowing him to earn any income by attending said conventions. Now, of course, according to Nick Rekieta, it looks like Kamehacon, one of the biggest Dragon Ball conventions in the world right now, and only convention specifically focused on Dragon Ball, is now being targeted in what's going on behind the scenes involving VIC MIGNOGNA and of course Monica Rial and Chris Sabat. As once more before we begin, if you guys are new to this channel and of course love anime and Dragon Ball alongside want to be up to date with all the latest involving VIC MIGNOGNA, Monica Rial, Jamie Marchi, Toye, and the entire situation, then be sure to go on ahead and punch that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload and to be up to date with all latest news and information, along with checking out and subscribing to my primary channel, Unreal and Gaming, where on there we are going to be covering lots of Dragon Ball content, anime, and gaming, so make sure you guys go on ahead and check that channel out over there, alongside following me on Twitter at Unreal and Gaming for all the latest updates, including if you guys have any articles and or pictures to tag me in or share with me, be sure to go on ahead and follow me on Twitter. Now, tortious interference was the primary topic of discussion for Nick Rekieta's live stream as he went in depth with what's been going on involving Kamehacon and of course the members and voice actors involved with Kamehacon, such as Christopher Sabat, Monica Rial, and said individuals. As once more, I do want to clarify that Kamehacon is doing the absolute best they can in their own interest in giving the fans what they want, and I do stand by Kamehacon in this decision, as I am an avid Dragon Ball fan, a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, been watching Dragon Ball since I was a kid, and I myself will personally be attending the Kamehacon event just because I love the product that is of Dragon Ball. And of course, it looks like, according to what's going on behind the scenes, Kamehacon was supposedly pressured into keeping away VIC MIGNOGNA from this convention, courtesy of what's going on involving him and the accusers and pointing the finger and blaming Vic for the actions in which he had allegedly caused. Now, because of this, it looks like, according to Nick Rekieta, that the convention owners are doing everything in their power in giving the fans what they want, and the owners having to be pressured and bullied by not only Chris Sabat, Monica Rial, and others, according to Nick, but also going as far as to threatening to walk and not attending the event. Now again, Kamehacon was specifically put together in order to give back to the Dragon Ball community and giving back to those who do love Dragon Ball and for those that will be attending the event, but it looks like behind the scenes there are things going on involving the voice actors and pressuring the con owners in not bringing in VIC MIGNOGNA. Now, Nick Rekieta and many other people are standing with Kamehacon in this idea that they will do the right thing, as many fans who do love Dragon Ball are going to be attending, as I do encourage all of you to also attend Kamehacon if you are a fan of the Dragon Ball product. But it looks like behind the scenes, according to Nick, these voice actors are trying to prevent another voice actor from attending. Now again, we've had similar situations like this occur last year, and of course, as does many other conventions, where voice actors and actresses and people just just simply want to revoke the freedom of assembly for anyone to attend their event just because they're not liked by another party. So it looks like Kamehacon right now, according to Nick, is being pressured by certain individuals in not having VIC MIGNOGNA be directly involved, as a lot of people that even date back to the original Dragon Ball have always loved and admired VIC MIGNOGNA's work, especially as the character of Broly. And despite popular opinions, we've seen how VIC MIGNOGNA has evolved with the Broly character over the last several years, in having several movies involving Broly, including one of the biggest box office draws for the Dragon Ball product, which was Dragon Ball Super Broly, grossing in over $100 million. Of course, fans would pay money to see VIC MIGNOGNA after many years, especially having to portray the character, getting their merchandise signed, and of course, as the movie itself is lingering on the horizon with a DVD and Blu-ray release, I'm fairly certain that many fans also want to have their copies of their movies be signed as well.
Here's what was gonna happen, probably tomorrow or the next day. Why do you think I'm streaming tonight? Here's what was gonna happen. They were going to say, I guarantee you, scumbags like Shane, vile vermin like Sabat and Rial were going to say Vic tried to force Kamehacon to bring him back, and Kamehacon resisted because Vic is guilty. Of course, that was coming. Why do you think Shane wanted on my show yesterday? Why do you think Shane is calling me out on Twitter? How embarrassing it must be to have Shane as your mouthpiece. How embarrassing it must be to have Shane as the voice of your movement. But that pile of garbage is wrapped up in this too. He has close personal ties to staff at Kamehacon. Make no mistake.
Anime Matsuri, HawaiiCon, many cons right now are being targeted in this supposed event that behind the scenes, things are going on involving voice actors and keeping VIC MIGNOGNA off the scenes. Now again, Kamehacon is not to blame for this, as they have no other choice in being backed into a corner by said individuals if this is really going on. So Kamehacon is trying to do the right thing in appealing to the fans and trying to give the fans what they've been asking for, in trying to deliver and giving you the absolute best Dragon Ball convention they can possibly give you. But of course, behind the scenes, it looks like things are really beginning to get ugly, involving people not wanting said individuals even attending the convention to begin with.
If you're listening, Kamehacon, listen. These people are paying money for me to say supportive messages to you. Who's paid money for a negative one? I would read it in a heartbeat. They don't, because they don't care. It's all fake. They have no support. They're lying to you constantly about the fans. They're lying to you about social media. Just look, just open your eyes and look. We're on your side. We're on the side of the cons. We're on the side of the fans. We're even on the side of those losers still being at the same convention. Because we're not asking you to drop anybody. They're the only ones threatening that. Send it to me. I will put them on blast. I will read. Just send me their texts. I will read them. I'll read them on the air. I will never disclose who you are. I will read their texts aloud. We will bury them. We will bury them. Put it out there. Put it out there for the world to see who these people are. Send me the texts. Kamehacon, send me the texts. Show them what you had to deal with. Send them to me.
Now, Nick Rekieta is implying that he is on the side of the convention staff and wanting VIC MIGNOGNA to return. As of course you guys have seen, he's calling for Kamehacon, or at least the Kamehacon owners, and providing him with the necessary information and letting the fans know, all of the fans that are going to be attending this convention and or planning to, exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But what Nick is also implying is that Shane, suspiciously enough, all of a sudden had unblocked Nick in wanting to get on his show just about a few days ago in order to discuss, or more or less have a round 2 in their discussion involving VIC MIGNOGNA. So of course with that, Nick had been very suspicious of this, considering the fact that he had been in touch with people 5-6 days ago involving Vic, involving the convention owners, and wanting to clarify and finding out more information as to what was about to go down within the coming days. But of course, with Vic not being announced and having to be kept out of Kamehacon, this has created an uproar within the fandom because fans do want to see Vic Mignogna and they're willing to pay money in doing so, but we have internal things going on that we are currently unaware of. But again, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below as to how you guys personally feel about this, as I am going to close the video off with a clip from Nick Rekieta's live stream, as I do want to get your overall thoughts as to what you guys think about Kamehacon's choice in not including Vic Mignogna. Is it their fault? Is it the fault of other people? I want to get your thoughts down below, guys. And again, I do want you to go ahead and support Kamehacon because I don't think they're in the wrong in this scenario. However, we don't have the full information as to what exactly is going on. Dragon Ball fans do want to see Vic Mignogna be a part of this, but again, we're going to have to wait and see. So again, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, slap a like down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, subscribe to my primary channel at UnrealNetwork. Follow me on Twitter at UnrealNetwork if you guys have any articles and or pictures or anything to tag me in involving this situation and more or less keeping up with me on Twitter. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching, and without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the clip. Here we go.
I've had to do something for 5 days that I hate. I hate it. I hate it. For 5 days, I have been asked to sit on information. Okay? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Transparency, openness, honesty is integrity. But for 5 days, I was asked to sit on information on a promise. On a promise. And I'm not the only one. There's at least one other guy out there who has significantly similar information to me. And he's been sitting on it too. For 5 days. All right? I don't like doing this. I don't like having to withhold information from you guys, because you guys deserve to know. The public, the fans, the convention goers deserve to know what's going on behind the scenes. These weasels, what they're doing behind the scenes. But I was asked to wait. I was asked to wait and to let Kamehacon make the announcement. So there's your first character in this story, and it's Kamehacon. Kamehacon, the one about Dragon Ball. The one that invited Vic Mignogna first, before any other voice actors. That one. The one that disinvited Vic Mignogna when Ron Toye and Monica Rial and Chris the Weasel Sabat, you scumbag pile of trash, hiding in the background, lurking in the shadows, telling everyone they're friends. You are the nastiest piece of work of this whole bunch. You are Ron Toye is just your little bitch gimp, and you know it. Listen, these guys, here's how sad Ron Toye is. This guy is cucked by Monica, by Chris Sabat, because he does the talking for them. He breaks the bad news so that they're insulated. They're insulated. Chris Sabat, he's running errands for Chris Sabat. And he probably thinks that no one knows that. His little shame is hidden. His little shame is hidden behind Chris Sabat. What I'm told. I'm going off of sources. I have a source inside Kamehacon. Inside Kamehacon. You thought this wouldn't get out? You thought that your activities behind the scenes, bullying a con owner into thinking about canceling conventions for the fans. They're not for you. They're for the fans. You think that it wouldn't get out. You thought that it wouldn't get out. Not just once. Because, I mean, they did it once. They did it once. If Vic gets to go, we're not going. I'm sorry, he's under contract. He's under contract. A signed piece of paper. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Not in Escape the Long Arm of Texas law. That's tortious interference. You don't get to lie about Vic Mignogna to the convention owner of Kamehacon. You don't get to lie about what you're going to do to VIC MIGNOGNA, to the convention owner, to force him to break a contract. That is tortious interference. Monica, Sabbath, Toye, none of you have the privilege to do that. None of you have privilege in the contract between VIC MIGNOGNA and Kamehacon. You're third parties. You're not even third party beneficiaries. You're not privileged to interfere with that contract. And you're definitely not privileged to lie about it and to force this guy's hand. But you did. Something like 4 or 5 weeks ago you did. And he dropped Vic. He dropped Vic on your words. Your words that never materialized, did they? We know what you said, you idiots. Let me make this clear. Let me make this doubly clear because I know what you're gonna accuse me of. This information comes from inside Kamehacon. You think all of these people are on your side when you're arrogant, vile bullies? You think they're on your side when you bully them into an illegal position? When you bully them into breach of a contract? When you threaten their business that they put all the work into and you come along and try and dictate their contracts? You think they're on your side? They're not. So 4 or 5 weeks ago, Kamehacon drops VIC MIGNOGNA. Okay, so did everybody else. Didn't know it at the time, but Vic was under contract. So, let's just say Rial, Sabbath, Toye, Shane, you disgusting vermin, Shane, they lie. They go ahead and straight up lie to the owner of Kamehacon. Flat out lie. This is going to happen. They know it can't happen. They've admitted on social media specifically that they know this won't happen, but they lied to him. So he dropped him. It doesn't happen because you know you can't make it happen, you liars. So it doesn't happen. So what next? Well, looks like the owner of Kamehacon had a change of heart. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what was going on with that. Maybe it was nice petitions from fans. I don't know. What I do know is that the owner of Kamehacon 5 days ago had a change of heart. And he said, we're going to bring back VIC MIGNOGNA. Because these other people, I guess because the other people lied to him. Seems like a good reason to not breach a contract is when you find out the other people are lying to you. So he says we're going to bring back Vic. 5 days ago, I wanted so bad. When I heard this, I said, please, please, please let me tell this story. Everyone's going to be excited. And they're like, we're kind of worried about the response. Everyone's going to be excited. Everyone will support Kamehacon 100%. Vic's fans will throw all of the support. They will drown out the criticism. Because the critics, I don't know if anybody notices, but the critics are on life support right now. They are on life support. They are embarrassingly bad at this. They can't manage their own stupidity. They can't manage each other's stupidity. These are barely functional human beings. If that. Their marketing campaign is on life support. They have no voice in public. They've privated their accounts. They're hiding in any corner that they can. Nobody's liking their stuff. No one's sharing their stuff. No one believes these people. Not a single person outside of these little, terrified convention circuits. No one that they don't have leverage over believes these people.